Erik Ten Hag conducts his first training session as a Manchester United manager with 8 Manchester United senior players. Welcome to Man United Matters channel, All United Matters channel. How are you guys? How has your day been? You guys have really shown me love on this channel. The first video is really gaining lots and lots of views. You guys continue to watch these videos because you are supporting me, and you know what YouTube does. It's a business, and it's like a scratch your back, I scratch your back. I give you content of Manchester United, then you get me views in return, and I keep you informed in there for you and up to date. So today it was all about Manchester United's gaffer Erik Ten Hag returning and doing all what he has to do in there for you. And we have lots of reports coming in from the Carrington. You see Anton Martial on their screen. He returns from Sevilla loan. Ever since he went to Sevilla, never returned at Manchester United. We don't know whether he's really going to tell the manager that I really want to go, as he told Ralph Ragnick. Yet Ralph Ragnick Greenham had big plans for Anton Martial at Manchester United. But all in all, that is coming up into this video. I start off with a story from Samuel Lucas, who indicated that, who went ahead to indicate that Erik Ten Hag arrived at Manchester United Carrington training complex for the first day of his training session in there for you. And this is how, let me show you how he really appeared. Let me show you how he really appeared in there for you. He arrived for his first training session at Manchester United. That is Erik Ten Hag for you. You see him in there for you. That is Erik Ten Hag. That is Erik Ten Hag, the man. And he was being driven to Carrington. Very humble and so much in thought of what United is really in need of in there for you. So that is Erik Ten Hag arriving in there for you. And now there is this man who was under Sir Alex Ferguson. He goes by the names of Stephen McClaren. Stephen McClaren arrived at United for the very first time since 2001. One of Ten Hag's assistants, along with Michel van de Gaal, also returned to Carrington for the very first time at Manchester United as a Manchester United coach since 2001. For those that don't know, this lad, he was at Manchester United for a very long time with Sir Alex Ferguson, and when he was really offered a job on other teams in the Premier League, he said, all right, time has really reached for me to go in and do that job in there for you. That is Stephen McClaren. And I'm trying to get you the photos of Stephen McClaren as he drove, because he knows this side, he knows Carrington, and he just drove by himself and then he reached in there for you. That is Stephen McClaren in there for you, and he really did lots of things in there for United. And even when United won a treble, he was the man in the deputy position of Sir Alex Ferguson, and he used to conduct lots of training in there for you, and he won several Manchester United players in there for you. Now let's go to the players that really came in through at Old Trafford in there for you. When you look, that is the first player, Danny Van Beek, and it's always good for Danny Van Beek because he is reuniting his former manager in there for you, who goes by names of Erik Ten Hag. He was his manager at a side which goes by names of Ajax, and then they departed ways after he was sold to Manchester United in 2020 in there for you. He is so much all smiles, and everyone that really came in through was smiling. I don't know why, but let's see what's going to come out from these smiles, where they're really going to produce results for Manchester United in there for you. David De Gea, Mr. Safe Hands, comes in all smiles in there for you, ready to go on and really take onto that mantle to get United to where it's supposed to be. Remember, in the squad of Manchester United, only 2 players have won the Premier League. That is in the current squad. That is Ronaldo and De Gea with Manchester United. I mean, none of those players has really tasted on the victory of the Champions League or Premier League. And it's only one player at Manchester United who has ever won the Champions League. That is Ronaldo Cristiano, way back in 2008. Remember very well, we took a penalty saved by Peter Cech, and then John Terry did him a favor, slided, took the penalty, and it really went outside, and then Van der Sar saved that penalty of Anelka, and United won the Champions League in 2008. It was in Moscow, if I'm not mistaken. The other player that came in through, that is Brandon Williams, who was on loan at Norwich and came out and really said that I'm going to United to conquer. And you never know who of these is really going to impress the manager, especially because he plays at right back. And I know we really have fine right backs, and I don't know why United is going in looking for right back. Yet we have close to 2 or 3 right backs from the academy that have graduated to the senior team. That is Tom Heaton. That is going to be the second choice goalkeeper of Manchester United after David De Gea, and this happens after Dean Henderson really left. Remember, when he was coming in to sign for Manchester United, Tom Heaton, he was told that you are going to be the second choice goalkeeper after Dean Henderson. That means United had really made plans of really showing a goalkeeper who goes by the names of David De Gea the exit door, things that really backfired, and David De Gea retained his position at Manchester United. The other player that arrived is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right back, but we wait to see whether he's also going to be improved by Erik ten Hag, because these players have not been improved ever since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took charge in 2018 in there for you. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, lots of questions on him. People saying that he has been offered on market and no team really wants to take him to pay cash or to cash in for him. Most of the teams that want him want to go in and take him on loan, something that United won't allow, according to me. Lindelof Victor, he's one of those players that really took part into the UEFA Nations League, but he's back because he knows they need to impress this manager. They are back because he's a permanent manager. He's not an interim, and they need to take course of training in there for you. He has cut his holiday short and said, all right, I have to go in and show this manager what I really have with me in there. The other player that came in through is Anton Martial, smiling. He rarely smiles, by the way. This time around, he returns with a smile, and maybe he had a very good chat with Erik ten Hag and told him, please, I have you in my plans and don't go anywhere, because this is a technically gifted player. And under the Erik ten Hag era, every gifted player, technically gifted player with lots of hard work on the pitch, he's going to get himself a chance. And it's all in Anton Martial's hands. The perfect managers at United, you go and show us what you've got, and then the manager will keep you in here. Remember, Anton Martial came in and told Ralf Rangnick that, please, I'm not going to start Manchester United. However much Ralf Rangnick told him that I have you in my plans, Martial said, no, please. He paid him a deaf ear, and he went to Sevilla, where things never went well after he really got 3 injuries in a space of just 5 months in there for you. And Sevilla said it was a bad deal that they did, and they have no interest retaining Anton Martial. This is Garnacho, the young one who is making 18 years on Friday. Very much talented at Manchester United. He's really one of the high-rated stars in there for you, and he's really great. And Erik ten Hag can't wait to use this lad because he sees a lot of potential in him. And Garnacho said, however much you gave me 3 weeks of holiday, 2 are enough for me. I'm returning to come back and fight for position, because Ralf Rangnick had really seen a lot of talent and potential in this young lad who is making 18 from the academy, Argentine in there for you. And he returns at United to go on and impress the manager. Welcome back, Garnacho. Let's wait and see what the preseason is really going to go in for you in there for you. This is Ethan Laird. Some of the people have forgotten this lad. He was at Swansea and he played loads of games at Swansea. And to be exact, let me get his exact numbers. But this is the right back that people are even forgetting that United is having. Ethan Laird is really an amazing center. He's really an amazing right back. You get? He was, I think, in Bournemouth. Then he was at Swansea. And then Bournemouth signed him. And when Bournemouth signed him, played 6 games in there for you. But at Swansea, he had played 20 games and put up 3 assists. He's a flying right back. He has the energy. He is technically gifted. He really dribbles well. I think he's one of those that is going to make Erik ten Hag forget all about signing what we call a right back, because it's all everywhere that United are really searching for a right back to go in and compete for that position with a player who goes by the names of Diego Dalot. I 100% believe with the effort this lad is going to put up on the field of play, Erik ten Hag is really going to get a second thought and says, all right, Ethan Laird, you have won my heart and I have you all here. The other one is Shora Shoretire. Shora Shoretire is one of those youngsters that really came in through under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and they were promoted to the to the first team. Solskjaer gave him his debut. Ralf Rangnick liked him, and he's up here to come on and impress the manager who goes by names of Erik ten Hag. But I call these lads blessed. Garnacho, Anthony Elanga, Layard, Shora Shoretire, the likes of Hannibal, they are so much blessed because they're into an era of 18 years and they're into the right hands of a manager, Erik ten Hag. Good at grooming young talent. He will really tell them what to do, and they now have confidence that, all right, we are at a team that's really going to give us the best that we deserve in there for you. Then lastly, there is a player who goes by the names of Alvaro Fernandez, who really came in through at Manchester United, as you see him there for you, and he's another one that really showed up and really blessed the occasion of the day. Those were some of those that really came in through, especially around that time in there for you. And there is someone that really showed up and shocked very many, and here he is. He returns. That is a Sancho man. He was in Jamaica on holiday and returns in there at Manchester United, and he has reported at the right time because he never took part into the international break of England, and now returns in there for you. Jadon Sancho in there for you. And those were the players that were captured on camera by Manchester United in there for you. So that is Manchester United in there for you, and those were the players that were captured on camera. Now, those were the photos. Let's take you through what really took place on the training ground in there for you. Samuel Lucas, United correspondent for the Manchester United Evening News, was there in attendance, and he really got us the following report from the training. He said Man United players underwent routine medical tests and gym work before heading out onto the training pitches in the afternoon in there for you. That is Samuel Lucas in there for you. Club sources say Ten Hag addressed a combined group of first team squad members and under 21 players for several minutes at the start of the session, flanked by McClaren and Van de Geer in there for you, meaning that he addressed the first senior players, the 8, that was the Danny Van Beek, Anton Martial, Sancho, Victor Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka in there for you. Then he really went ahead to talk to the young under 21s in there for you. Then later, he really gave them to McClaren and Van de Geer to continue the training sessions at Manchester United. That is Samuel Lucas of the Manchester United Evening News. Players spent over 2 hours on the grass, the bulk of it ball work, interspersed with running drills. It was all about ball work, using the ball, but with running drills. You know, if you've ever played football, there are those drills that you do while using the ball and then you're running. But there are those drills that 100% do when you're using the ball, and drills that you do when you're 100% not using the ball and you're doing physicals. So this time around, 2 of those combined, Erik ten Hag did them at the Carrington while with these players of Manchester United in there for you. Then he said Carrington sources were encouraged that some players who had arrived before 9 a.m. stayed until gone for EPM. That means each player who never arrived at 9 a.m., the likes of the Sanchos, Anton Martial, they had to stay at the pitch until 4 p.m. That is Samuel Lucas reporting straight for Manchester United in there for you. Marcus Rashford, who was not visible in club and agency footage, has also reported for training today. That's the rumor, but we don't have Marcus Rashford anywhere in the photos. But you know, these are stunts for Manchester United. Some players, you won't see them and you'll wait for their photos till the next day. But all in all, Rashford, thank you for coming back. Come on, and we pray to it that you really get back to where you're supposed to be. To me, I will believe that if we can find Anton Martial back to his form, Sancho, Rashford, Amad Diallo, those 4, I think we'll be having one of the best attacking forces in the Premier League, because these players are proven, especially Anton Martial, Sancho, and Rashford. Those 3 are proven. Amad is yet to prove himself, but we know his potential and how high his ceiling is. If those three can come to their potential, we are good to go. We are good to go at United in there for you. But Marcus Rashford has been in America. He flew back, I think, on Thursday, Thursday, returned to Manchester, and he has now reported at the training of Manchester United in there. So that's what we had for you here onto the United Matters channel. Those are the players that showed up today at the training ground of Carrington, and we expect maybe more to come in. And most of it will be full squad, I think, next Monday, because Ronaldo, Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, that is the Portugal entourage, will come in on Monday because they played close to 4 games with their national team, so they were given another week extra. Then we talk about which other player that is going to come in later. Anthony Elanga will come in later because he played for his Sweden side, but I'm surprised that his captain at the Sweden national team, Victor Lindelof, came in through. He came in through and really played very well and took part in training. Harry Maguire is expected to return next week. Eric Bay, the same applies. I don't know where Phil Jones is. Guys, where is Phil Jones? Where the hell is Phil Jones? Because he never took part in any international break, but in the footage, we've not seen him. Is it because that he wants a move out of United? Or Erik Ten Hag told him that, please, for your case, you're not going to train with us. Let your agent find you a team to go in there for you. So maybe there are players that Erik Ten Hag has not yet really wanted to report in there for you. I don't know. That is just a speculation. I'm insinuating, and I'm asking myself, where is Phil Jones? He doesn't play for the England national team. Which national team does Phil Jones play for? Do you know of any? That's why I'm asking myself where he is. Where is Phil Jones? Where is he? He's supposed to be in the footage. Alright, he can come in and really get rescued, because we tell you that if at all Rashford never appeared in the footage, how come you're asking for me? Rashford is more really profiled at Manchester United than me. Do you think I make any news if at all I appear in a footage of the training sessions of Erik Ten Hag? Phil Jones will come out and raise his reason, and we'll have to listen to it in there for you. But very many other players are expected at Manchester United to come in through. One of those that I'm shocked of not seeing is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, because he returned by the end of the season, and Ten Hag said, no, you are not going to come in here to play. Scott McTominay, he played for Scotland. Yes, he played for Scotland because they are playing that playoff. They are playing the playoff. Were they beaten? Ukraine beat. Who beat Ukraine? Who beat Ukraine? I think there is a team that beat Scotland, and then that team went ahead to play with Ukraine. You get? Was it Ukraine that beat Scotland? I don't remember very well, but even Scott McTominay was so much involved into an international break. That means he's coming next week. Freddie is coming next week. James Garner is coming next week. Which other player? Looks like I'm missing out on players. Which other players? Which other players? Eric Bay. Did he play for the national team of Ivory Coast? If so, he's coming next week. And we are going to see what United is really going to be having in plenty in there for you. So your reactions to Erik Ten Hag training with 8 senior United players for the very first time. He took a training session at Carrington, and he really talked to these players in there for you. And that is a man who goes by the names of Erik Ten Hag in there for you. Thank you for watching again. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily in there for you. There is something I forgot to come in through and really talk to you in there for you. It was reported by a guy who goes by the names of David McNeil of Manchester, football correspondent for Daily Mail in there for you. It's something I really want to let you know. There's something Erik Ten Hag talked about of the poor performances of Manchester United players. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it, and I know I'm really going to. All right, I think it's here. I have it. I have it because I felt like not showing you this, it will be a cheat. I would have cheated you guys because it's so much announcing, all informing us why we performed poorly last season and relating to what Ralf Rangnick said that these players are not physically fit. And right now, Erik Ten Hag has also identified it. He has said, after watching tapes of Manchester United games from last season, Ten Hag was convinced many of the poor displays were caused by poor fitness and lack of proper conditioning. Ralf Rangnick. It looks like Ralf Rangnick is back at Manchester United because he said the same things. He said to these players, you are not fit enough. You are supposed to be training twice a day, but because you were with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was just trying to really do some personal friendship with you, he always made you train one time a day. That is not good, and he said that these players should really up their game. And guess what? Right now, even Erik Ten Hag, the new gaffer, has really come out and said about it that the reason as to why United put up poor displays last season was that poor fitness and lack of proper conditioning. The same thing Ralf Rangnick mentioned while at Manchester United. So the preseason looks like it's going to be so much of gaining fitness first, then ball work will follow, because all of these players are good at ball work, most of them. Then he'll tell them how to run. I want you to play like this. These are the runs I'm supposed to make. We are supposed to press like this. You get? So that is Erik Ten Hag in there for you. And I really see some sense in all this. And this will rubbish all the rumors that United is really badly off to go in and sign in 5 players. I'm not saying that we don't need 5 players at Manchester United, but the way people really present their narrative, it really looks like United is the worst team in the Prem. We are not the worst team in the Prem among the top 6. We have a good squad, but we need to address those areas that really made us or cost us a season last season in there for you. So I really believe that when you bring in Anthony, bring in De Jong and a central midfielder, maybe a central defender, 4 players, and add them to this squad of Manchester United, we are really destined to a very good season in there for you. That is Erik Ten Hag coming out and really addressing us about everything that happened at Manchester United last season, and he has identified why we lost, that our energy levels, fitness levels, and conditioning were so poor. That's why we went ahead to lose all those games that we are involved in as Manchester United, and we managed to register the lowest points ever in the history of Manchester United, and that was 58. Remember, our worst was under a manager who goes by the names of David Moyes, whom they refer to us as the chosen one, because Sir Alex Ferguson chose him to be his successor at Manchester United. He got 64 points, but under Ralf Rangnick and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we managed to get only 58. 6 points less than the worst of the season in there for you. I sign out for now. See you later. Good night. If at all the Lord blesses us very well, we might come back with the live stream later. But all in all, what I know is that we are here to bring you the news. Your reactions to Erik Ten Hag training with 8 senior players of Manchester United is welcome into the comment section below. I go by the names of Rock and David. United Matters channel is the place you are supposed to be, and look no further than this channel for all your news of Manchester United. I'm out.